If you've been watching, you'd realize that we are completely dysfunctional when it comes to making decisions. If you haven't, you're an asshole, and here's what you missed.
Is the wickedness. Lamar stated views. New Kung Fu Kenny.
Trust me, it's a shortcut.
So by now, you've been introduced to me and my friends. And by friends, I'm talking about those three other shitheads. And you can see that we're on different paths that are gonna take us to different places in our life. Fucking nowhere. But there's something that I think we all actually have in common. We're all a bunch of idiots. And I'm gonna tell you why.
What time did he tell us to come out again?
Well, it's 3. He told us to be here around 3.
Shut the f*** up! Did he answer yet?
No, he didn't.
How about now?
No, he didn't. We're not gonna worry. Stay here. I sent him the messages, the calling. Yeah.
Okay, there's a button on the door for a reason.
I'm not ringing the
Press
fucking.
it and it tells him we're here.
I'm not. What if his parents are home?
Who gives a shit?
I'm not bothering him. I'm not bothering like the parents. No. He's gonna come out. He knows that we're here. He's gonna come out.
Did he answer yet?
No, he didn't answer me.
Think of how easy it's gonna be if you just go ring that doorbell.
De Paris n'importe où. Bras sûr.
Alright guys, forget it. Like, he's not gonna answer. We're just no fucking point.
You sure we should leave?
Yeah, forget it. This guy's.
It's your call.
supposed to film today?
We don't know how to communicate.
So recently, I've had a very, very big problem in terms of communication. We're filming this show, and I've been trying to get the freaking squad to get together and start filming. But for some reason, we're still retarded. I don't know if it's in our DNA or just because of the abundance of communication that we have nowadays, but I feel like the harder I try to communicate with people, the less it happens. We have so many ways that we can communicate nowadays. You know, we have our cell phones, we have, you know, social media, we have the internet. Like, these things didn't exist 30 years ago, right? Yet I can't get this kid to answer his goddamn phone. It seems to be a problem that doesn't just plague me, but it plagues everybody.
It's plain and simple. In a generation where we have so many means to communicate with each other, we still can't talk to each other. And we can't make proper plans. I say I'm ready in 5 minutes, I'm ready in 3 hours. That's the truth. This guy lives fucking right next to me. And I'll text him instead of going to ring his fucking doorbell. One specific example that, you know, busts my balls. You could be texting somebody and they could be so dry, you know, everything through text is so dry, you can't really interpret it properly. Then you go see them in person, you're talking to them in person, and it's like, who was I talking to on text and who am I talking to now? You know, it's crazy to see how we're becoming less social amongst each other.
The funny thing is, technology has made it so easy for people to actually communicate with each other that people's real interpersonal skills, like face-to-face, people are getting shittier to actually interact with in real life. I'm speaking.
Huh?
I remember, this has happened to me a few times where I'd be, let's say, sitting in my car or sitting at home doing nothing, and I see my phone ringing, right? And I look at the contact, and let's say, for example, it's George Depict, just for all intensive purposes. And I really don't want to talk to him, right? I just let the phone ring and it goes straight to voicemail. But let's say we time travel back 30 years in the 80s, right? Let's say my mother, for example, she had a phone in her room, because that's what they did back in the day. They had the home phone and they had their, like, room phone. They couldn't tell who was calling them. So whenever that phone rang, you best believe she was answering her phone. Now, if she didn't want to hang out with her friend George, she would have just said, sorry, George, I don't want to hang out with you today. But instead, nowadays, we don't answer the phone. And then it just gives him the impression that I'm being an asshole and I don't want to talk to him. And there's this broken line of communication because in reality, I don't really have any hard feelings against George, but we've created this antisocial behavior that's slowly destroying us as a generation.
It's just crazy because there's so many ways that I'm able to talk to this guy and I still choose not to. Or when I don't want to, I still choose to lie to him or tell him that, yeah, like, no, I'm busy, this, that. Like, I can't just straight up tell him to his face, hey.
Like literally last night, I go to George, you want to chill? And he goes, yeah, sure, bro. Yeah, we can chill. And then I call Christian, and he's at Christian's house with Christian's girlfriend.
Hey, don't fucking run away.
Why are you running away, bro?
Why are you running away, bro?
Yeah.
I ended up at this guy's girlfriend's house, and you know, I just...
Okay, but did I get a text saying sorry, bro?
No, you know, that's my fault. Okay, fine.
So as
Fine,
you can
okay.
see, we have a real problem. So
I could have just texted the guy and told him, I'm gonna be busy, let's reschedule. And I didn't.
it's because we're hardwired, not...
I could have called him, I could have texted him, I could have fucking gone to see him.
We're just hardwired this way.
Basically what I'm trying to say is that even though I'm here talking to you guys about this, like, we're still hypocrites. We still choose not to change our ways of communicating with each other. We still choose not to, just do things differently. And I guess it's because we're lazy. We just honestly don't give a shit. Even though we're hypocrites about it, it still is easier to talk to someone through a phone than in person. That's how our society has made it seem.
Look, I have the perfect example, okay? I know that it's scary to talk to someone, especially that you've never met before. It takes some nuts. But think about it this way. My girlfriend DM'd me on Instagram. Now we're together and it's been great. So you have to think about it. Even though that, yeah, there's the bad side, like people are starting to rely more on, you know, through a screen rather than face to face. You have to think about it that it does have its upsides, that sometimes it takes away like the pressure or the fear of talking to someone new. So there is a bright a little light in the darkness. You know what I mean? Nice. You know what I'm saying?
Now, although our communication skills with each other have weakened, I think that communicating with people as a whole has gotten better. Back in the day when you had to conduct business, I mean, you had to have an office, you had to have a phone number, a line, mail, like this stuff is obsolete now. If you want to do business with me, you can DM me on anything, on Facebook, Instagram. We have all these social medias that help us communicate with clients and other people so much better. And I think in that respect, we've come a very, very long way. Although with our friends and our family, we may have some issues, but in life, I think as long as you work hard and do more, you will succeed no matter how your communication skills are. Regardless if you think this is a problem or not, we all rely on this device right here. Without it, most of us would be nothing. Either you can let this consume you, or you can make it your greatest asset. It's up to you.
Yeah, I had to put her on pause. Got some things I gotta do. She said I felt like a god. I told her just call me Zeus.